Okay. Can you see the screen now? Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great, great. All right. So let's talk about trustworthiness. Okay. So trustworthiness. Okay, I'll just write this. Okay. So trustworthiness, as you know, what it says is it's really important. One of the most important part is trustworthiness. Why? Because, for example, you create a brand. Okay, you take a lot of effort in creating a brand. Now you started a company, you made a brand, and people have started enjoying your products and services, and you have reached a certain level where your brand name is being associated with certain goods or service. Okay, just like the example of Xerox that I gave. Now, what is happening is you have created a brand, you have created an expertise, you have created an authoritativeness. Okay, now your website is more dominant in terms of all the products and services, all the competitors. People are referring to your website because you're giving the best of the best deal. But now, what is happening is you are not focusing on any of the negative sentiments. What do you mean by negative sentiments? Negative sentiments means when you post something, I'll give a very simple example. When you post something, okay, it might happen that 10 people might like, okay, and 5 people might dislike it, right? So that doesn't mean that you will avoid those dislikes, okay? Because I'll tell you why. If you're posting something, okay, let's say you're posting something on YouTube, and in 1,000 people have disliked it and only 10 people have liked it, then obviously there's something wrong with that content, right? Same goes with websites. When you create a website, when you create a brand, when you start a business, okay, if people are complaining, okay, and about products or service, about any issue, it could be a payment issue, it could be a refund issue, it could be refund policy, it could be the delivery, it could be the products and services that they have received, it could be an individual case, or it could be a group case, it could be anything. Now it is your responsibility as a business owner that you have to go ahead and address that part, right? Now, in terms of digital marketing, what we have to do is, if you are making a website and you are a WordPress developer, you need to make sure that all the negative reviews, okay, are reviewed, are answered properly, are addressed, okay, and then you take that feedback to to the team, okay, and discuss it with them, and to make it better and better. For example, you made a website where everything is good, but when people are adding products on the cart, okay, they're not getting certain functionality, so obviously they'll complain about it, okay. And then what will happen is, then it is your it's responsibility to go ahead and check the UI UX part of it, right, as we discussed earlier as well. So that is when trustworthiness comes. Okay. Now, Google is very clear about trustworthiness. If your business, a lot of people are saying bad about your business on Google, Google will notice that. Okay. And obviously, it will not rank your page on top. Okay. Have you understood what is trustworthiness?
Yes, sir.
All right. So there are certain steps that we have to make sure that we can promote trustworthiness on our website. Okay. Now you'll say, how shall I promote, or how shall I tell my other people that my company and my website is very trustworthy? Number one, you have to mention a very clear contact number. A very clear contact number means when somebody goes to your website, they should know exactly how to reach you, how to reach how to reach the customer service, or how to reach the team if they have any problem. So there should be a contact number, either a phone number, or an email address, or a chat bot, or email email service, or you call back, whatever it is. Okay, but there has to be a proper way of contacting the website owner. Okay. The second one is there has to be a physical location of your office or store. Okay. For example, you have a online store. You say, I have an online store. I don't have a location, a physical location, but or even the online store is somewhere, right? You're based somewhere. If you're based in Delhi, Mumbai, or Paris or London, wherever you're based, okay, then you have to make sure that your physical location has to be there, not the exact address, but at least the physical location. Okay. The third is having terms of business or terms and conditions page. Now, terms when you go to a lot of websites, even if you go to Amazon, you'll find that there are a lot of terms and conditions, right? So why there are terms and conditions? Because there are certain rules and regulations that everybody has to follow, all the web compliances that they have to follow. So that is why terms and conditions are important, and you need to adhere to the web compliances policies. So that is why we need to have terms and condition page on our website. Okay, and it should be easily available for users to read. Okay, whether they'll read it or not, it's not our concern, but we should have it on our website. Okay. The next point, okay, very, very important point is the website should be HTTPS. Okay, it should be a secure website. If it's not a secure website, by default, you'll get less, trustworthiness points, because people will feel, will not be very comfortable going to your website, right? So, it is very important to have a SSL certificate installed on your cPanel and make your website HTTPS, make your website secured. Okay. After that comes a privacy policy. Okay. A privacy policy means, for example, if you are accepting cookies, like for example, when you go to any website, they'll say accept cookies, right? And people say yes. So what kind of information people, the websites are taking of people, what kind of details, a user behavior or user pattern details the website is collecting, they must inform the user. That is called privacy policy, and that kind of policy has to be there on the website. That kind of policy page should be there and should be easily accessible. Usually, okay, at the footer means at the end of the website, you have the privacy policies. Okay. The next part is if there are any transaction, for example, if you are accepting payments, okay, you should mention very clearly what are the refund and return policies. For example, if on your website you are selling electronic goods, people can add it to cart, and then they can put their credit card details or debit card details, and you can ship it. But what if they want to return it? Okay. You should, because they don't like the product, whatever it is, whatever could be the reason, now they don't want it, they want you to send it back. So you have to go ahead and mention the return policy, refund and return policy. Okay, whatever your company policies are, you must mention it so that there are no discrepancies later on. If you're selling an electronic product, okay, or any other product, you must mention comprehensive specification of the product. For example, if you're selling certain product which can have electronic electrical parts, okay, which can be dangerous for kids, hazardous for old people or whatever, okay, you just have to make sure that you mention the entire specification of the product. What is the voltage requirement? What is how long is a warranty, and what kind of materials are used? All those things. Basically, you have to keep safety in mind. Okay, and the last is, if you're writing, if you're sharing knowledge, if there is if there you're writing about certain topic and you're sharing knowledge, it is advisable that you go ahead and enter author biography. Like for example, you are writing about electronic business, okay, then you have to also mention who you are, and your biography you have to mention there. And if you're if you're talking about some sources like from external websites, you're talking about some topics which you have picked up from external websites or books, you must mention that as well. Okay, it is always advisable to link websites which have more authoritativeness, okay, in that particular field. Okay, so what will happen is, if for example you're starting a business and then you're selling Apple products. Okay, so you must, and if you're writing a product about product description and article about it, you try to put backlink or a hyperlink of apple.com, because apple.com is a bigger authority. Okay, and then it will create more relevancy and more trustworthiness. So did you understand? Do you have any questions about EAT? Expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness.
No, sir.
Okay, all clear?
Yes.
Okay, so let me just go here. Digital asset management. Okay, in terms of digital asset management, we must understand. Okay, what do you understand by digital assets? Any assets which are available digitally for us to use on our website or blog or any other purpose. Okay, which are available for us at it is our disposal, it is available at our disposable. So what we need to do is, we need to make sure that we have to arrange it, we have to have a management system for those digital assets, right? We need to arrange those digital assets in certain way. We need to have a strategy. For example, I'm working on social media marketing. Okay, now on a daily basis I have lots of content that I have to publish. I need to have a strategy. Okay, I need to find out, okay, these are the posts, these are the images, these are the um, hashtags, these are the videos, these are the audio files that I'm going to use. If I put everything separately with the name, with a proper naming of the folders, with proper dates, okay, with proper relevancy, with proper topics, what will happen is, it will automatically allow me to post my social media postings. Okay, make my social media job much easier. So that kind of management is called digital asset management. One more thing, we have to make sure that there's no one set rule, that is, it's not like it's one particular method that you have to follow. You can come up with your own unique method. Okay, but there has to be standardization across some level, so that your team members are also comfortable working with you on at a digital asset management level. Okay, where they are able to understand how to go about managing data. Okay, so that is DAM, very very important. Okay, in terms of your professional life, in terms of you as a freelancer or whatever. Okay, you need to make sure daily you have to have a proper digital asset management strategy. Okay, do you have any questions on that? Is it clear now?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. So last what we're going to discuss is broken URL. Now for broken URL, okay, I told you that what is a URL? URL is a uniform resource locator, right? The uniform resource locator means exactly what, in layman's term, if you have to understand, if I want to go to your house, okay, I want to send you a letter. Okay, I don't want to go there physically. I just want to send you a letter. Now, when I want to send you a letter, I want to make sure that it reaches your house only. So I need to have a proper address, right? Now, if I want to have a proper address, then what will happen? If I don't have it, if I have half address, first of all, my letter will never reach you, right? It might reach the nearest post office, but it will not be, delivered to your doorstep. It might be stuck. Same way, if the URL URL is the address of a particular domain, okay, or a website. Okay, it's a uniform resource locator. So basically, there are certain numbers which are assigned to each and every domain. Okay, and then when the in the World Wide Web, okay, when each and every packets are shared from one point to another point, okay, your website's unique IP address, okay, is then connected with your domain name, okay, and that's how they are able to understand, okay, this is the website. If somebody is searching for your website on Google, Google knows exactly what to display. Google will never display anyone else's website. Why? Because you have a unique URL. Now, when you go to website, when we have developed WordPress pages, okay, we have pretty much the basic template of any website is about us, homepage, you know, contact us, services, right? These are pretty much basic pages of a website. Now, each and every page has a unique URL. Okay. For example, I'll give you an example. Facebook.com. That's a URL. Underneath that, facebook.com/home. That's the home page of Facebook. Facebook.com/about us. That's the about us page of Facebook. Right. Now, when you go to www.facebook.com/home, you are expecting to reach home. But what if it does not reach home, but it reaches somewhere else? It displays something else. That means it's a broken URL. Okay. That means, it is not showing correctly. Okay. That is one way of identifying broken URL. Second is, for example, you want your website to have, like, for example, facebook.com is your website, for example, okay, and you go to www.facebook.com/home, right? You want that slash home to be present instead of slash 1234 dot post dot comma dot is equal to question mark 1 2 3 4 5 6. You don't want that, gibberish, right? Then that means what? You know, your page is not connected to correct posts. Okay. So you have to change it on cPanel. You have to go to cPanel and then change it. And then once it gets updated, it'll be fine. There is another way to identify broken URLs is usually, and that's the most common one, which are usually when you go to a website, when you go to a link, it'll give you a 404 error. Okay, it'll give you, oops, the page couldn't load, oops, the page is not available, whatever. Okay, 404 error. So those kind of errors, if you get, then by default you will know that it's a broken URL. So what you need to do is um, you need to go ahead and go to cPanel, test your pages, check each and every web page. Why you're getting that 404 error? You have to check your domain, check hosting. There are certain steps to check, and once you've done that, update it, check the preview of the website, check responsive mode. It might happen that on the mobile version is working properly, and on the the other like website, it's working fine. So you need to make sure that it is um, updated on both responsive modes. So that kind of checks you have to do, and then you'll identify whether it's a 404 error or not. Okay. Any questions that you have? Or is it clear now?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna color it. Okay. So what we have discussed today is data structure, and we have discussed about E.E.A.T, page loading speed, digital asset management, broken URL, SSL certificate. So that's quite a lot, that we have discussed already. Now, in terms of digital asset management, you already know now what you have to follow, right? And then, in terms of the next topic, okay, the SEO topic, I want to start. Um, in the next session, okay, what we will do is we'll start probably tomorrow at 5 o'clock sharp. We will start, and then we'll start with the basics of SEO and how you can benefit from the previous knowledge that you have with the content. Okay, what I request you right now is continue making content. Okay, continue doing keyword research. Okay, pick up a topic. We already know the topic. Okay, so continue with the digital marketing topics. Okay, create more content. Okay, create more images, create more videos, and then send it across to me by before tomorrow's class. Okay, so I can review and give you feedback. And this time, try to add different audio files. Try to add more elements. Try to add different graphics. Try to add more fonts. I mean, different fonts. Okay, try to make it more professional looking. Okay, fair
Yes,
enough.
sir. Yes.
Okay. So what I'm expecting is by tomorrow before the class, that means tomorrow 5 o'clock, before 5 o'clock, try to submit at least 20 images and 20 videos. Yeah, short videos. Okay, it'll hardly take 1 hour if you sit properly. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any other questions?
Yeah. By the way, sir, uh, I think we can install. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
We can install like apps in laptop, right?
We can install what
Apps,
softwares.
apps. Yeah. I mean, like photo editor and all.
Yeah, we can install different software
But
like Photoshop. We can install it on your we can install it on your laptop. But as of
but
now,
how?
yeah, sorry.
But how?
How to install? What which
Yeah, yeah.
software you want to install?
No, I want to install a like photo editor, not for our class, but
Okay, just like that you want to install. But do you have the software with
yeah,
you? From where will you
like
get the
what?
software?
I don't know.
Okay, so see, photo editor, as in there are so many photo editors in the market, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you have to, you have to install. Um, okay, so what I'll do is, see, one of the most important, one of the most famous one is Photoshop. But then you have to learn how to use Photoshop, and it's a paid software. Okay. Hmm. So I think I have one license of one of the software. So what is the intention? What may I know like what exactly you're planning to do? Are you looking
Like
for
no, for making flyer na, Tumblr flyer.
you want to make flyers and all that?
Yeah, yeah. Like I wanted to install the PixArt app, PixArt.
PixArt, yes, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
but I couldn't find anything. I searched in YouTube, but I didn't know how to
Okay, okay.
install.
So in terms of today's topic, okay, do we have any other doubts or any questions that that we have to go through?
No.
No, right? Okay, chalo. Then what we'll do is we'll meet tomorrow at 5. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks. Bye.